So today I wanted to talk a little bit about microphone floor stands for mobile DJs because we do use these. We use them for things like speeches and toasts, just something to put the microphone on, and we also use them, or I use them anyway, for wedding ceremonies. I'll actually put a wireless cardioid mic on a mic stand, just a single one for a wedding ceremony. It's very affordable for the client, it works just fine, and it sets up quick and easy. I do have a preference on which microphone floor stand that I use for something like a wedding ceremony. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But first of all, here are a couple different styles. We've got the round base style, which is the traditional style. It's a weighted round base. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And we also have the tripod style. This is relatively new, and it has its advantages. For instance, it's incredibly sturdy, and it transports pretty well too because it collapses. Your round base doesn't collapse. You're kind of stuck with the round base. But, yeah, it doesn't take up a lot of real estate on the floor, which is why that's my choice for things like wedding ceremonies. If I have someone who is an officiant and then a couple getting married all standing around a microphone stand, if I use a tripod style, I think I'm just inviting a trip hazard for somebody. I was setting up sound for my daughter's wedding, and I brought the mic stand in, and I thought, you know what? We need a round base because my kid's clumsy. I'm not going to give her something to trip over. So the round base works just fine for that. So when you're setting up your mic stands for the first time, you might have two different size clips to choose from. You have a smaller clip over here that's typically for your wired microphones, and the larger clip that's for most of your wireless handheld microphones. Now both of these mic stands have the larger clip in them to cradle the wireless microphone. They're just a little bigger because they have batteries and stuff in them. Now I wanted to show you this. This clip is out of the bag. It's brand new, and it's a little loose for my taste. This mic can very easily flop around. I like it a little tighter than that. So what you can do on most mic clips is take a screwdriver and tighten a screw right down here to adjust the tension. I like a little more tension than that. I just gave it I don't know, maybe an eighth of a turn, and that's a lot better. The mic stays where I put it. If I accidentally bump it or something, it's not going to flop down or flop up or whatever. Now when you have a guest using a microphone, one guest might be taller than the other. They may want to raise or lower the microphone. And the old mic stands had these clumsy nuts on them. You had to loosen, then you had to bring the mic to the position you wanted, then tighten it. On these gravity stands, they have this clutch style trigger. So all I have to do is push down on this and I can raise and lower the stand wherever I want. When the clutch is released, it won't go anywhere. You can push down on it and it's pretty solid, but simply push the clutch in and you can put it wherever you'd like and it stays wherever you happen to release the clutch. Now another thing I like about this particular stand is there's not a lot of noise when it wiggles, and it's very common for someone to bump a mic stand, especially during a wedding ceremony or something. If there's any kind of play in the mic stand, or if the clutch isn't real strong to hold it with these trigger style systems, you can get some noise that you don't like coming through the microphone. But not the case with these. They're real solid. So there's a quick video on mic stands for DJs. And I know some of you may be saying, I don't use that style mic stand for what I do, Brian. I didn't either for the first 20 years of my career, and then all of a sudden one day I needed them, I think for a corporate event. And they've really come in handy, and I've gone through several different styles of mic stands. I really like these gravities with the clutch on them, and the round base is really nice for the ceremonies. You can do the tripod for other things, but for the ceremonies with 3 people standing around a mic, it's just less of a trip hazard, I think, to use the round base style. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, practice, and enjoy.